Revelation, chapter 2, verse 15 through 17. That's what I want to be opening up with. 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15 through 17. Amen. And I want to talk from a topic this morning, a different set of priorities. A different set of priorities. That's what I'm looking at and I'm seeing in the world today. And when you go out into the world, when you live your life in the constant presence of the Spirit. And you'll see, when you examine everything through the Spirit, what I mean by that, through the eyes of God, you'll see that the priority has shifted in our society. The priority is different and has shifted from days of old. Amen? Amen. So I want to read from 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. When you find it, say, bless his name.
Bless his name.
Look what he says. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But notice the last part of that verse. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. May the Lord have blessed to hear and doers of his word. He's not saying don't love the world. He's saying don't love it so much that you not allow it to let you do the things that you're supposed to do. Don't get your priorities twisted like the times are of today. A lot of people got their priorities messed up. And as we look at our society as a whole, not talking about individuals, but as a whole, our priorities have shifted. There's a different set of priorities going on today. And that's why I want to use 1 John chapter 2, verse 15, when it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. God gave us the world as a gift, and he let man have dominion over everything that's in the world. So everything that we need in this world, God created it before he created us. So when we got here, everything that we need or needed was already here. But just to enjoy. Look to your neighbor and say, just to enjoy.
Just enjoy.
Don't get carried away with this stuff because you can't carry it with you. You're not going to carry it with you. And if you just enjoy it and never get around to enjoying the one who created it all for you, then you won't buy it forever. The world passes away. So this stuff that we love so much, this stuff that we get to enjoy, one day it's going to be taken away from us. He said, but he that doeth the will of the Father abide forever. And that's what we want to do. We want to enjoy the world, but we don't want to let the world get us in trouble with God. Amen? I want to talk from a topic this morning. I won't keep you long. Just to open up your eyes so we're going to get caught up in what's going on around us. A different set of priorities is what I'm looking at. What does the word priority mean? The fact or condition of being regarded or treated as more important. The fact or condition of being regarded or treated as more important. And we put a lot of things as being more important than having a personal relationship with God. And I know you probably hear it all the time. You know, you want people to worship, serve the Lord, live for Jesus, go to church. But it's not more important as other things are to people in our society today as a whole. Of course, we know we got a lot of people that love God. You got a lot of churches that are filled this morning with worshipers. But it's not the priority that we see in examples in the world where we live around us. We live in a time where our society's priorities have changed drastically. Yeah. Amen. They have changed drastically. And God is dependent on people just like you and I who feel like we ain't worthy, who feel like we can't make a difference, to go out and make a difference. Amen. Amen. Just, you know, you living in the neighborhood or an apartment complex. I know where I live. I was the only one got up this morning to go to church. Probably where you live, ain't that many people got up this morning. Probably a lot of y'all left. But see, this is the priority. They feel like it's not important. And that's what priorities means. Listen, the fact or condition of being regarded or treated as more important. They don't feel like it's more important to get up and go serve the Lord. They feel like it's more important that they get their rest this morning.
Amen.
And God desires, the Bible says, not the pastor, for the Father seeking those that worship him in spirit. God looks for people that worship him in spirit and in truth. He's seeking those.
Yeah.
Our priorities used to be worship was important, family used to be important, work was important, family vacation was important, and support of one another in love was important. Used to be at the top of our list. We would support a family member, friend, or neighbor. It was at the top of our list. Worship, family, work, vacation, and support of one another used to be pushed and used to be the agenda for all families. But in today's society, our priorities have changed. It's a different set of priorities. Now the priorities I see is work, vacation, relaxation, partying, appearances, disregard for what is right, and disregard for others. People more concerned about their appearance. And when I say appearance, I'm not talking about your weight. We want to make people think we happy. We're very concerned about what people think about us. So we'll put on a facade, we'll put on a parade to make people think that we are really, really happy, and we're not. We big on appearance. That's why a lot of cosmetic surgery is $1 billion industry, because people want people to think that they feel and look great. Amen. We want bigger everything. We want plusher everything. We don't want scars on our body. Our priorities, appearances is one thing, but a relationship with God is, and we big on appearances today. Images. Amen. Amen. So our priorities today are work. Yeah, we know we have to work. Vacation, relaxation, party, and appearance. Disregard for what is right. People don't stand up for what's right no more.
Thank you. Yes.
People are afraid to stand up.
Yes.
Because it's not that we don't want to stand up for what's right. We don't want to be isolated.
Yeah.
And we want people to love us. And we have no regard for others. We have no regard for others. Our set of priorities have changed. You know why they changed? Because we're taking God out of the picture. We are taking God out of the picture. And anytime you take God out of the picture, you're left to yourself. And anytime you're left to yourself, you're left to that sin nature. And what is that sin nature? That sin nature only cares about one thing, pleasing self. Amen? Amen. So a different set of priorities is what we see. Love not the world, neither the things of the world. The world was given to you as a gift from God to enjoy. We need to reverse things before we destroy ourselves.
Amen.
We need to reverse things before we destroy ourselves. And how you probably sitting and wondering, how can you make a difference? Just stand for what's right. Let your light shine. Take Jesus with you everywhere you go. It's Labor Day weekend, or the weekend before Labor Day. And a lot of the saints feel like it's not important to worship God, because this is the time that I spend with my family. I'm not judging you. You do what you feel is best. But as for me and my house, I'm going to be consistent. And that's what he's talking about, loving the world. We can't love both. We have to make a decision. You should have your time for your family, and you should have your time for God.
Amen.
You have to be wise enough to set aside the differences for the two. And God wants you to do both. God is not against family. He invented the family.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
But we have a different set of priorities in this world today. When do we get tired of partying? We don't. We party for everything. We party for graduation. We party for a funeral. We don't rest in this country. We never stop. It doesn't matter. No matter what happened bad or what happens good, we're going to party. Amen?
Amen.
We need to reverse these things before we destroy ourselves. Worship needs to be reiterated in our lives. Without God in our lives and our society, it's just a matter of time before we self-destruct ourselves. We need to reiterate this. And I know sometimes people don't want to hear what you have to say, but you got to help God spread the word.
Yeah.
Amen?
Amen.
We got to do it, and we have to make sure that our neighbors, our family, and our friends are in a relationship with God, and ask God to teach you how to reach men. And we got to start with our what? Young people. We need to reiterate the importance of worship in our lives. and not only in our private lives, but in our public lives. Amen.
Amen.
We don't want God in our society. We don't want God in our schools. And this is not the Christians doing it, it's just the priority of the world. It's just a party. You know, it's been on the news all this week that bad weather is more to the east, but people still traveling. Because it's a celebration. People want to celebrate, they want to enjoy, they want to relax. You can enjoy and relax every day. I tell you, I don't drink no more, but if I was a drinker, boy, I have more fun in my house than in the public. You can't go to jail from your house. You can't get in trouble if you're doing something in your house. Amen. Just tell your friends, your family, come on, don't drive home, spend the night, let's have a wing dang boom. It's how you do it.
Amen.
But we don't have no regard for the law, we don't have no regard. The priorities is different. They showed on the news the other day, a lady was so drunk, the security guards tried to help her. They took her keys from her and told her to sit it out for a little while. She was so drunk, she could not walk. In some kind of way, she got her keys and tried to leave the parking lot and damaged at least 14 vehicles.
Wow.
Trying to leave the parking lot. Till they had to hold this woman and grab, and she hit 14 people car, so drunk trying to get out. Disregard for other people's right, disregard of the law. So finally they got her, the police came and arrested her. But by that time, she had tore 14 people's vehicle trying to leave the parking lot.
Amen.
We need to reiterate God and worship back in our lives. We live in a society where the value of human life does not mean anything to some. We see senseless killings daily in the news today. We live in a society, I'm just talking about a different set of priorities going around. And if you know there's a different set of priorities, don't live your life like in the past. Live it like you need to live it in the present with the changes that have taken place.
Amen.
We live in a society where the value of a human life, notice I said human life, is meaningless. Do you know they got animal rescue groups right now that go around rescuing animals that have been hit by cars or damaged or wounded and get them back to shelter and life? But you have no human rights group going around getting the homeless off the street trying to repair their life. But we got shelters to rehabilitate animals. All sorts of animals. Birds, eagles, dogs, cats, horses. Animal Humane Society. But what programs do we have for people? Think about it. We live in a society where the value of human life does not mean anything to some. We see senseless killing daily in the news today. Man opened fire on a concert while people were partying in Las Vegas. On a concert. School shooters are on the rise. College shooters are on the rise. Man goes to a movie theater to shoot people. Go to a marathon and blow up a pipe bomb at a marathon. All sorts of rallies, supposed to be peaceful rallies. People run over you in cars. All sorts of church shootings, shootings at airports, shootings at courthouse, house party. You used to go to a good old house party, have a good time. Now you can't even do that. Little boy just got killed, 15-year-old at house party trying to leave. Police shot him in the back of the head. It's never ended. You know why? Because the priorities have shifted.
Yeah. Amen.
The upbringing of our children has changed.
Amen.
Look to your neighbor and say, now we're going to talk about the real facts.
Now we're going to talk about the
See, that's the problem. The upbringing of our children have changed. People are more grateful that their child made the Little League than attended Sunday school.
All right.
Yeah.
Huh?
Amen.
The upbringing of our children has changed. Our children don't know God, so they are left to be reared by the influences around them
Yes.
or whatever's in society.
Yes. Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So the upbringing of our children has changed. Not for all the children, but for some kids.
Right.
And they don't know God.
Right.
So they are left to be reared by the influences around them.
That is true.
And you pray that the influences around them are godly influences.
Amen.
Or whatever is in society. And if they have a cell phone, pray for them. Because they're on that social media, and there's all kinds of challenges and dares. The other day, a little child, they got this thing going around where they douse lighter fluid on one another.
Yeah.
They got too much free time. and they challenge one another. They douse lighter fluid on themselves, and then they light themselves up, thinking that they're gonna survive and not gonna burn. So the society, the values that our children face are different. Listen, when I was a kid and we pulled out lighter fluid, it was because Dad was for the barbecue.
Amen. That's right.
These kids pull out lighter fluid now to douse on one another.
Okay. Like,
The other day, a girl, they went to a bridge, and the girl was gonna jump off the bridge, and she was gonna do it, but in her own time. And her friend got so frustrated, she was taking too long, and her best friend, and pushed her off the bridge. And she landed on some rocks below.
He killed her.
She didn't die, but she wounded.
Wow.
This was going on. Our young people, set of priorities have changed. Because they don't know God, so they influence either by society or whoever is around them.
yes.
Our values are at an all-time low. I'm talking about over society, not the Christians on. Our values are at an all-time low. We love to be entertained, and we worship the entertainers and the celebrities. I'm getting ready to close. This little girl was on the news the other day. She needed a heart transplant. You could Google it. And all she wanted was, before she died, was Drake the rapper to come see her. Drake heard about it, and he responded immediately. Applaud him for going to see her. Because he didn't do that. God gave him his gift. People were. The little Drake showed up in her doctor's room, in the little girl hospital room. She was so elated, had a cell phone. She needed a heart transplant, but I don't care if I die. Drake came to see her. And then she had two miracles happen. Drake came to see her, and then they found her heart that day. So the doctor performed the surgery. And the surgery took 9 hours.
Wow.
And they said there's a 90% chance that she gonna recover fully.
Amen.
And they interviewed the doctor. And the words of the doctor was this. He said he was just amazed how the people, the hospital staff was so excited that Drake came to see this little girl, but nobody was excited that he performed her surgery. It took 9 hours and was successful. But that's the mind frame. Here it is. She gonna look to them and say, she gonna live, y'all.
She gonna live.
She gonna actually live. But they weren't excited that she was gonna live. They were excited that Drake came to the hospital. And these were grown-ups. Now I can see that a child think like a child. She don't know. I mean, well, you know, I'm at the hospital, the doctor's gonna take care of me and I'm good. But Drake is here, that's a child. But the whole staff was elated that Drake came to the hospital, and not that the doctor was successful. And they don't know the doctor's name. A 9-hour surgery for you to be laying cut open and live and not be infected. And it's a 90% chance she's gonna live. That's a miracle. I said we need more people in the world like that doctor. Our values at all time. We worship the entertainers and we love to be entertained. As long as we being entertained, we good. Let's get back to God and influence others to do so as well. That's what I want you to take home from this lesson. Let's get back to God and influence others as God allow you to, as he open up doors. And just influence others. And every little thing that you do for the kingdom, don't think that is useless. Because to sow a seed is just sow a seed. Do it for the glory of God. Amen?
Amen.
Give the Lord a hand clap of praise. Brother Wright will come. And we're going to go immediately into our morning worship service. Amen?
Amen.
Give him a hand clap as he comes.